Selamat siang teman-teman. Salam sehat, tetap di rumah aja, dan jangan lupa jaga kesehatan. Baik, saya akan memperkenalkan diri saya. Nama saya Hendra Gandasari Purba, NPM 18510012, grup AB1. Di sini saya akan mempresentasikan bab 8 mengenai analisis segmen dan target pasar ke dalam bahasa Inggris. Baik, berikut videonya, check it out.
Ingat, subscribe itu gratis, gak ada ruginya kamu klik tombol subscribe guys. Selamat menonton, enjoy!
Identifies a segment and a target of the companies. Market not able to relate to all its customer in large or various market, but they could divide such market into customer group or segment with different needs and desires. Then the company must identify which market segment to be effectively served. This decision requires a deep understanding of consumer behavior and careful strategic thinking. To develop the best marketing plan, the manager must understand what makes each segment unique and different. To compete more effectively, many companies now employ target marketing. Companies aren't limiting their marketing efforts, but they focus in their own consumer needs to satisfy them. Effective targeting marketing requires market. Number 1. Identify and profile different customer groups that have different needs and preferences. Number 2. Select one or more the market segment to enter. Number 3. For each target segment, determine and communicate the benefits of the company market supply. Most companies map to micro marketing at one of 4 levels: segment, alcoves, local area, and individuals. Number 1. Marketing segment. The marketing of a market segment is made up of a group of customers who have a similar set of needs and desires. Marketing segment offer key benefits more than mass marketing. Companies can often design, price, release, and better deliver product or service and can also adapt marketing program and activities to oversell competitors. Nevertheless, even to collect segment efforts is a fiction because not everyone wants the same exact thing. Number 2. The marketing of alcoves. This is a smaller group of customers that look for different benefits. Marketers usually identify needs by dividing a segment into a subsegment. Number 3. Local marketing. Targeting marketing presents specially adapted marketing program for the needs and desires of local customer group in the field of commerce, the neighborhood, and even individual store. Local marketing reflects a growing trend called grassroots marketing. You do stay as close as possible and as personally as possible with individual customer. Number 4. Individual marketing. The final rate of segmentation leads to one segmentation customized marketing or an marketing. Customer now begin taking more individual initiatives in determining what to buy and how. They look on the internet, search for information and assessment of product or service offering, conduct a dialogue with suppliers, users, and product critics, and in many cases they saying the product they want. Basic segment on the consumer market. Segmentation is the practice of dividing heterogeneous markets into homogeneous markets or the process of dividing the market into potential customer segment which characteristics that show the similarity to customer behavior. Whatever kind of segmentation scheme we ask, the key is to adjust marketing program to recognize customer difference. Key segmentation variable are: Number 1. Geographical segmentation. Geographic segmentation requires market division into various geographic units such as country, as status, territories, districts, cities, or neighborhoods. Companies may operate in one or several areas or still operate throughout the area while still paying attention to local variation. Number 2. Demographic segmentation. In demographic segmentation, we divided the market into groups based on variance of age, family size, family lifestyles, gender, income, employment, education, religion, race, nationality, and social class. One reason demographic variables are so popular to mention in that they are often closely associated with consumer needs and desires. Another reason is that they are easily measured. Here's how certain demographic variables are used to inflate the market. Number 1. The age and stage of lifestyles. Number 2. Stage of life. Number 3. Gender. Number 4. Income. Number 5. Generation. Number 6. Social class. Number 3. Psychographic segmentation. Psychography is the study of psychology and demography in order to better understand consumer. In psychographic segmentation, buyers are divided into various groups based on psychological or personality, lifestyle, or value. People in the some demographic group can have very different psychographic profiles. Poor groups with higher resources are: Number 1. Deviser. Number 2. Thinker. Number 3. Accomplished. Number 4. People with experience. For groups with low resources are: Number 1. Adherent. Number 2. Slave. Number 3. Marker. Number 4. The survive. Number 4. Behavior segmentation. In behavioral segmentation, marketers divide shoppers into several groups based on knowledge, attitude, use, or response to a product. The basis for a business market segment. Implementing business market with some of the same variable we use in consumer markets. Choose a geography, sought after benefits, and use levers, but business marketers also use other variables. As for major segmentation variants for business market governing. Number 1. Demographic, industry, company size, location. Number 2. Operating variable, technology, user and non-user status, customer capabilities. Number 3. Purchase approvals, purchasing function, organization, strength, structure, existing qualities and relationships, general purchasing policy, and policy intelligence. Number 4. Situational factors, urgency, specific application, size or order. And number 5. Personal characteristic, similarities of the sellers, attitudes toward rights, loyalty. Marketers usually identify segment throughout segmental process. Market goals. Segmentation criteria effective. Not all segmentation schemes are helpful. The buyer of table salt, for example, may be divided into blonde-haired and red-haired customer, but the hair color is indefinitely irrelevant to the purchase of salt. Furthermore, if all salt buyer buy the same amount of salt each month, believing that all salt is the same and will pay only one price for salt, the market can be implemented at least from a marketing standpoint. For good reason, mentioned segments are sorted according to 5 key criteria. Number 1, measurable. Number 2, substantial. Number 3, accessible. Number 4, differentiation delay. Number 5, actionable. The company solves evaluates various segments and decides how many and which segment are targeted. Single segments, some segments, special product, special market, or full market. If a company serves the full market, the company must choose between differentiated marketing and consulting without differentiation. Companies should also observe segment of relationship and look for economies of coverage and potential marketing for super segment. Demikianlah video presentasi saya. Jika ada kesalahan mohon dimaafkan dan dimaklumi karena saya masih proses belajar. Sekian dan terima kasih. Salam sehat, Puryo Petria.